And we're going to start sitting. So just make yourself as comfortable as you can. And if we haven't met before, hello, my name's Jaime. I've been getting over a virus, so bear with me if today is a very gentle class and I might not be able to keep up, but you know what? That's just permission for you to also honor your body and listen to your body and rest when you need to. We may also do a long Shavasana at the end. I'll see how much energy I have. And yeah, thank you. I'm happy to be here with you today. And so just sitting in any way of the legs, either crossed in Sukhasana, or you can have the legs straight out. You can also sit on your knees instead. Find what's comfortable for you to have a nice upright long spine. And we're going to start with some breath work. And just close the eyes. Feel the vertebra of your spine stacked nice and tall. And just start with some closed mouth breath. So breathing through the nose at first. Noticing the depth of the breath. Seeing if you can elongate the breath. Maybe even place the hands over the rib cage. And feel the expansion happen as you inhale, the opening. And feel that softening or that sort of closing sensation as you exhale. And almost visualize what the inside of your body looks like as you breathe fresh breath into your lungs. Just honoring the lungs. You might say this quietly to yourself. You might say this in your head, but just thanking the body, thanking your body. Every organ in our body has a consciousness. There is power in speaking to your body. Saying words of gratitude towards your body. And staying with these deep breaths, allowing yourself to tune into the frequency, the feeling, the sensation of gratitude for your lungs, for your body, for your spine and strength. Softening the body a little bit more and expanding this frequency of gratitude to your home, to your neighborhood, to this land that we get to call home. And taking a moment to acknowledge if you are, as I am, a settler upon this land, how lucky we are to be here, to call this place home, and acknowledging all the first people, the indigenous people of this land. And taking a big, deep breath in of that gratitude. And as you exhale, sending out love and appreciation. And then inhaling, coming back into your body. And slide the hands to the low back here. Breathing in through the nose. Seeing if you can breathe all the way down into the low back. Exhaling now through the mouth. Like you're blowing through a straw. Again, breathing in through the nose, feeling the expansive quality of the breath. And squeezing the belly, feeling the muscles of the low back tighten as you exhale. Breathe out through the mouth. Beautiful. Again, breathing in all the way down into the pelvic floor muscles, into the low back. Feeling an opening. And then as you exhale, squeezing. tightening, feeling that compression happen through the center of the body as you activate the pelvic floor and the abs on the breath out. And again, breathing in. And breathing out, firming and tightening. Visualizing an elevator in the center of your body, breathing in, taking the elevator down to the pelvic floor, opening the doors of the elevator, opening the pelvic floor, and then exhale, closing the elevator doors and feeling a lift up. Feeling your strength cultivate from the bottom to the top as you exhale. Again, breathing in and breathing out, tightening. Beautiful. Relax the arms and just allow them to slide wide and then all the way up. Inhale, bring the hands behind the head and cradle the head. We're going to tuck the elbows in towards each other and then draw your chin towards your heart. Start to round your upper back. Inhale. And then exhale, lengthen up through the spine, open the arms wide. Inhale, round. Exhale, lift up tall, widen the elbows again. Beautiful, let's do this a few more times. Yes, and again, inhale, round. Exhale, roll up and wide elbows. We're gonna reach the arms out wide, all the way around towards your low back. Bend your elbows and stack your palms to the low back. Squeeze the elbows back and then relax them. Release the hands, reach the arms all the way wide and back up. And hands to the head. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, wide, around. Flip the palms around, tuck the hands to the low back. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. Release, reach the arms wide. Inhale, back up, hands to the head. And a few breaths, just moving with the breath, these movements, squeezing the shoulder blades together, releasing them and extending the arms back up and to the head. Don't worry about where the inhale or the exhale is, just go through the motions of this. And try and cross the opposite hand over top each time you bring your hands to the low back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then release. And this will start to feel like work after a few times of squeezing the shoulder blades together, right? Mobilizing. So we think Pilates is all about just building strength, but it's also about making sure that we have good mobility in the joints of our body. Good. Beautiful. Let's land with the hands behind the head. We're going to add on here. Change the legs if you need to. Inhale, tip over to the right side. And then exhale, lift all the way up to the center. Back to exhaling through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, lean to the left side, body bend. Exhale, squeeze the belly, stack the spine, and lift back up to the center. Beautiful. Keep going. Move at your own pace. Nice full breaths. Now try and think about having the head in neutral, which means we're slightly pushing the head back and towards the hands. A few more, you're doing great. Let's do one more time each side. Yes. And just shake it out, relax. You might just give your body a little jiggle around your spine, arch your back, whatever movements feel good, because we're going to come back into this position in a second and you might need a break. All right, hands behind the head again. Push the head back slightly. The chin is a bit of a double chin sensation. And this time we're going to inhale now, twist to the right. Exhale back to the center. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale back to the center. And again, just at your own pace, full range of motion. Try and pull the rib cage slightly back so the sternum is pointing down instead of forward. We do have a tendency to push the ribs forward, especially because we're all yogis. And there's always an emphasis on back bending in yoga. We want not to do that in Pilates. And you'll notice you're already getting warm just doing these breath techniques with the small little mobilizing movements. It's amazing. You are strengthening your spine. You're strengthening the capacity of your lungs. Good. One more time. Each rotation, each side. Beautiful. And relax. Shake it out. Let's set up your props. If you don't have a squishy ball, you can fold up a towel or you can use a block instead, in which case you'll use 2 blocks. I have the squishy ball and then the block at the top of the mat. And what I'm going to do is lie down. I've got my light weights on each side. The squishy ball will sit between the shoulder blades or your block. If you're using a block, use it at its flattest, lowest point across the width of the shoulder blades so they're supported. And then a second block can go underneath the head, and your body will decide how high the block needs to be to support being comfortable in this shape here. Beautiful. Let's go hands behind the head again. Inhale. Big, big, nice open body, back bend here. Exhale, we're going to pull the rib cage down, tuck the chin towards the throat, and start to lift up off the block, off the ball, just a little bit. You'll feel the abs tighten up. I'm already shaking. Haven't worked out a lot in the last little while. Just focus on recovering. Inhale, lean back. You can tap the head or you can hover the head. You can reach the elbows back to accentuate this back bend. Exhale, lift the elbows, tuck the chin, and come up into the C-scoop position. Abs activate. Squeeze the belly. Beautiful. Inhale, nice and slow. We're coming back. Full back bend, tap the elbows back to the earth. Exhale, lift, pull the ribs down, and lift up through the shoulders, through the head. Watch that you're not pulling on the head, but you're using the abs to lift. Again, inhale, nice and slow to lower. Reach the elbows back. Exhale, pull the elbows in, feel them lift. Keep going at your own pace. We'll do about 10 of these. And you can even hear it in my exhale that I'm shaking as I lift up. This is work. This feels challenging, especially when you move really slowly. And Pilates is about slow and controlled movement. Good. Reach the elbows back. Exhale, hold them in. Draw the ribs down and lift. 4. Beautiful. Inhale, lean back, relax for a moment, open the arms wide, enjoy this back bend. Take a big breath in and out, a yoga breath. Let's flip the palms down here. And you'll see the arms start to rotate forward when you do that, and you feel the ribs start to tuck down as well. Good. Exhale, just hover the arms up off the floor. Give me a thumbs up. Point the thumbs up towards the sky, and just a little up and down, a little lift and a little lower here. Press the rib cage in towards whatever's underneath you.
And again, this little tiny movement is not going to feel like much at first, but when we continue to hold this little pulse, we start to feel all the tiny muscles around the shoulder girdle activate. These are the muscles that keep your shoulders strong, that we actually call upon when we're doing things like plank and chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lift the arms all the way up to the sky. Good. Open your hands. Palms are going to face your thighs. Inhale, reach your right arm up as high as you can. Let the shoulder blade lift. And then let the shoulder blade sink back down. Inhale, reach the left side up, and then sink it back down. So we're creating a bit of space here between the scapula, between the shoulder blades. And this should feel just like some nice mobilization. Beautiful. Let's move both together. Reach both arms up and then drag both shoulder blades back down. And again, reach up and down. Reach up. Let the shoulder blades sink for 3, 2, and 1. Great. Flip the palms in to face each other. We're going to open the arms wide, nice and slow. Inhale. And then exhale, drag the arms back to the sky. So we'll do a few without the weights, just feeling that gravity pulling at the arms. Watch that you don't push the rib cage up towards the sky. We want to keep pulling down towards the earth. So that subtle C scoop through the body. Inhale towards gravity, exhale away. When you're ready to, if you're ready to, you can grab your weights and continue with this. We want to do this until we feel the burn. I already feel it. Rest when you need to. Challenge yourself. If you have the strength, go for it. Let's try and do 8. Good. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Let's ditch the weights and go thumbs down here. Little pulse up and down. Try and keep the center of the body nice and still, legs still. For 5, 4, 3, starting to feel this in the shoulders. I am 2 and 1. All right, if you want to add the weights back in, you can. If not, just do another round, thumbs pointing down or palms pointing down. 8. Now, this is bigger than a pulse, what I'm doing. It's sort of like, I would say about a foot lift and lower. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. Remember, you want to move with control, with the breath. Exhale away from gravity. 3, I'm really feeling this now. 2, and 1, relax. Shake out the arms, good job. Now, like you're drawing a snow angel, sweep the arms all the way back behind you. Let the rib cage lift. And then sweep the arms all the way back towards your legs. Hover your arms just above the earth here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, nod the chin to the throat. Squeeze the abs, peel and lift up off the structure, whether you're on the ball or the block or a blanket. We're going to pulse the arms up and down here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100s. If you feel tension tension on your neck, point your nose up towards the sky, tuck your chin back, make sure you've got that double chin, or you can alternate your arms. So one hand will go behind the head to support the head, push the head back into the hands, and then you switch. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more round. Good, relax back, bring your head back, reach your arms back behind you, big back bend. And then again, slowly sweep the arms all the way back around. We're gonna bring the elbows here underneath the shoulders, like you're preparing for a fish pose. And you can even straighten out the legs here, flex the feet, point the toes, whichever feels more comfortable for you. You might want to circle the ankles here. With the next exhale, press the elbows down, tuck the chin to the throat, lift the head up, and then you can slide your elbows a little further back, broaden across the chest. So we're just holding ourselves up here, lifting up off whatever prop is beneath us, and then sink into the prop. Relax the shoulders, press down into the forearms, lift the chest, activate, and then sink back down. And then push down, lift the chest, and then sink. Let's do 5. Lift and sink. 4, 3, 2, good job, and 1. Relax. Slide the hands even further back. Exhale, push down to the hands, straighten the arms, and we're going to bend the knees here. You can move the ball out of the way, or whatever was underneath the shoulder blades out of the way, and just windshield wipe the knees side to side. Beautiful. Let's come into a tabletop position. So flip over, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and just move through your spine a few times. Inhale, arch your back, and exhale, round. Full breath, full movement. 2. And 1. Stay in this tabletop position. Focus on the placement of your head. Make sure that your head is lifted, chin is tucked, the back of your neck is in line with the rest of the spine. Stick your bum out just a little bit. Make sure the knees are right underneath your hips. And we're going to move through the shoulder blades again here. As you inhale, let your chest sink towards the earth. The shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other. And then as you exhale, push yourself away from the earth. Spread the shoulder blades wide, broad across your back. Inhale again, you'll lower your chest down, the arms stay straight. And exhale, spread the shoulders, keep the head lifted. We'll do this a few more times. Scapula push-ups. Again, that's mobilizing through the shoulder blades, which gives us better access to all those little muscles in the shoulder when we do things like planks and push-ups. Good. Keep the nose pointing down. Excellent. Let's keep the shoulder blades spread here. And now extend your right leg back behind you, curl the toes under. And we're just going to shift the weight forward and back. So you're getting a nice stretch through the back of the right calf, mobilizing the toes. Good. Move with the breath, keep the belly pulled in. 4, 3, 2. Your arms might start to feel a little tired. 1. And let's switch legs. Slide the right knee back, left leg straight, and we'll do this a few times on the left side. We're also warming up the wrists here as we bear weight on them. 3,
and one. Beautiful. Bring the left leg back to the earth. Bring the weight into the left hand. Watch that you're not shifting your pelvis at all here. We want to keep the pelvis neutral. And if you want to make sure that you are keeping your pelvis neutral, place your block across the width of your pelvis. We want that block to stay nice and still. When it's still, we know that we're staying in neutral. If the block falls off, your pelvis has probably come out of neutral. I was doing a Pilates class online the other day, just trying to prepare my body to teach today. And the teacher was like, stay in neutral, and her hip is all the way up here. I'm like, honey, that's not neutral. So this is a really nice trick to place a block out. We're gonna glide the right arm out in front. Give me a thumbs up again. Exhale, lift the right arm up. So nice straight line from your right hip to your right shoulder, and then just pulse the arm up and down. 10. Keep the belly pulled in. 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Sweep the arm all the way back behind you. Bend the elbow, tap the block. Lift the elbow up just a little bit, and then lower it back down, and then reach the arm all the way back out in front, and glide the right hand down underneath the shoulder. Left side. Inhale, reach, thumbs up, lift the arm up, pulse, 10. Keep the head lifted, chest lifted. 3, 2, 1. Sweep the arm all the way back around, bend the elbow, lift the elbow slightly, lower it down, lift the arm, sweep it all the way back out in front, and then left hand down underneath the shoulder. All right, let's give the arms a little break, the wrists a little break. Come down onto your belly. Actually, let's do this with the ball. So either a ball underneath your rib cage or a blanket. Don't go for the block. The block is not going to feel good. And so if you have breaths, the breaths are just going to be over the prop. Elbows down, elbows underneath the shoulders, forearms down, and palms straight out in front. Firm your bum just a little bit here. Press down through your pubic bone, and you'll let your head just drop, hang forward. Take a few yoga breaths here. Good. With the next exhale, lift the head up into neutral, chin tucked. Inhale, let the head drop forward. Exhale, lift the head up. And so the gaze, your drishti is going to be just towards your fingertips when you lift the head up. Inhale, let the head hang, the nose points down. Exhale, lift up and look slightly forward. Keep your bum firm. Let's do 5 more. Good. 2 and 1. Hold this posture. Stay firm through the booty. Press down through the palms. Lift the elbows up. And we'll tap the elbows down. So just starting to warm up the triceps here. Lift and tap them down. Keep the gaze towards the fingertips. Booty firm. 8. Exhale, lift. 7. Try not to push the ribs forward, but try and pull them up as you lift up through your chest. 2 and 1. Lower the elbows down and then swing the elbows out wide by your sides, and you can lower the forehead down. Yes, it'll feel a little uncomfortable to breathe here because you're pushing your lungs in towards the prop beneath you, and that's sort of forcing them to put tension on the connective tissue, which is going to give you more access to a deeper breath afterwards. And you can relax your bum, you can sway the hips out. Hopefully you haven't eaten just before this practice. If you have, maybe don't put the ball underneath your rib cage. You can do this flat on your belly instead. It also might force some gas out of your body. You're welcome. All right, let's press down to the pubic bone, squeeze your bum, start to lift up through the chest.
And we're gonna lift the hands back up towards the head here. So squeeze the elbows back, reach the arms all the way back behind you, flip your palms, tap the low back, lift the elbows, lower the elbows, and then sweep the arms all the way back out in front, hands behind the head. Inhale, elbows towards the earth, elbows wide, lift the hands, reach the arms back, bend the elbows, tap the low back, lift the elbows, lower the elbows, lift the hands, and then again, we're sweeping the arms all the way out in front. Keep the chin tucked. So again, this arm movement, we did it sitting, and it's way harder lying down on the belly. Stay firm through your bum. Just do a few of these. And again, try and alternate which hand is on the low back each time. Nice and slow. Whew. And let's call that the last one. That's tough, right? Slide the hands to a push-up position. Hug your elbows tight to your body. Relax your butt for a second. And then squeeze it. Press into the hands. Exhale, lift yourself up off the prop. And then bend the elbows, lower yourself back down. So it's an assisted tricep push-up. Exhale, straighten the arms. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lower down. Keep going. Exhale away from gravity. Exhale, straighten the arms. Good, let's go 5 more. Keep your butt firm. 2. And last one, lift back and come into a child's pose. Hold it here for a few breaths. Take a pause, take a moment. Grab some water. And when you're ready to, we'll come back to a tabletop position. You can move the ball or the prop, whatever you're working with, out of the way. And if you'd like to this time, bring the weights close by. You might choose to again place your block across your pelvis. I love this because I do have a somewhat unstable pelvis. And this really helps to bring more awareness in how my pelvis is being held so that I stay in neutral. Again, spread the shoulders. Chest is lifted, chin is tucked, back of the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Your toes can be curled or they can be flat. We're going to reach the right arm off to the side first without the weight and just lift that right arm up off the floor. So nice straight line from the left shoulder all the way across the back, all the way out that right arm. Lower the right arm down, exhale, lift. Good. Inhale down, exhale, lift for 8, 7, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right arm back down. Let it take over support. Slide the left arm out. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Keep the abs tight. 3, 2, and 1. And left hand down. Good job. If you need a break, take a child's pose. If you're ready to go right up into the next round, feel free to. If you'd like to use the weight this time, feel free to do that. If not, keep just reaching the arm out on its own. So we're going to slide the right arm off to the side. If you're taking the weight, lift it up, tap down. Keep the tummy tight. We want to keep pulling the belly up away from the earth to keep that midsection nice and contained. Don't let the head drop. Good. 4. And 1. Excellent. Other side, again, at your own pace. Maintain that neutral posture through the center of the body, through the pelvis, through the shoulders, through the head. Yes, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Relax again. You can take a child's pose or you can just shake out the arms. Up to you. See, these little movements add up and they feel like a whole lot of work after a while. If you need to give the hands a break, come down onto the forearms. We're going to switch it up and come to the legs for a second. We'll come back up to the arms shortly. Okay, let's slide the right leg back, curl the toes under. Oh, I forgot to put my block back up onto my pelvis. This is where you really start to notice it. The block will start to move because we're going to lift the leg, but just be mindful, if the block falls, you come out of neutral. So it's a nice teaching tool. We'll hover the right leg up off the earth and just tap the toes. Lift the leg, lower the leg. Keep the belly pulled in. This time your chin is tucked, your nose is pointing down between your forearms to the mat. Good. 4, 3. You can also interlace the hands here. 2, and 1. We'll keep working with the right leg. Bend the knee, flex the foot. The sole of the foot looks up towards the sky. And just a tiny pulse here. Lift the heel. Squeeze your boot. Lift up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right leg down. Let's come back up onto the hands. Let's give the right leg a little stretch. So you'll slide the right foot out in front and just shift your hips back. Take a couple of deep breaths here. You can flex the foot and point the toes a few times or circle the ankle. And because this feels really good, let's stretch through the left thigh here. Just shift your weight forward, bend the right knee into a low lunge, and a couple of yoga breaths here. All right, back to tabletop. On the forearms, got that left leg to do. Spread out across the upper back, so push your chest away from the earth. Make sure the knees are underneath the hips. Slide that left leg back and lift the leg up, tap the toes. Straight up and down. Beautiful. Two, and 1, bend the knee, flex the foot, and pulse your heel up towards the sky. Make sure you're not pushing your right hip out. We want to keep that weight center. 3, good. 2, and 1, tap the left knee down, grab your block. I'm going to bring the block forward underneath my right hand and extend the left leg forward for that runner stretch. And you can flex and point the toes or circle the ankle. And then shift the weight forward into the low lunge. And we'll take it back. Okay, again, block to the back of the pelvis. If you like, we're coming back to the arms. Keep the weights a little further back this time, because we're going to take the arms straight back. Let's start with the weight in the left side.
Left arm strong, slide the right hand back. First without the weights, palm just faces up, push, push up. Spine long, tummy tight, chin tucked. Just extending your arm straight back behind you, palm facing the sky. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand down. Take it over to the left side, reach back and pulse. Good. Good. Keep the chest broad. Don't let one shoulder dip. Tummy pulled in. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, this time with or without the weight, I'm going to add the weight in. Reach back, pulse it up. And again, the size of your pulse is up to you. It could be really small. It could be the full range from the floor to as high up as you can lift. Good. Nice and strong to the tricep. 2 and 1. Left side at your own pace. Keep the hips square. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. And again, let's relax either through a child's pose or just shake the arms out. Let's lift into a knee plank position here. So the body comes forward into a diagonal. You can ditch the block. If you want to, another option to keep the pelvis level is to squeeze the block or ball between the thighs here as you shift your weight forward, engaging the adductors, inner thighs. Hands underneath the shoulders, pull the belly in. Keep the head lifted, chin is tucked, and a little tricep dip. So you're gonna bend the elbows and straighten the arms. Bend and straighten, good. Inhale, bend, exhale, straighten. Do as many as you can. I'm gonna aim for 8. 2, good job. 1, shift your hips back. Walk your hands up off your legs. We're going to inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Bend the elbows and bring your fingertips to the top of your shoulder. Good. And we can straighten the arms back out. Sweep the arms all the way around. Bend the elbows, hands to the low back. Reach forward with the elbows. Squeeze the shoulders back. Bring the elbows back. Release. And reach your arms all the way back up to the sky. Let's do that again. Excellent. Shake it out. Hands to the head. Hug the elbows forward. Inhale, round the spine forward. Squeeze the inner thighs to the ball. Exhale, squeeze your bum. Lift up through your spine. Elbows wide. Inhale. Exhale, close the elbows, tuck the chin around. Inhale. Good. Let's do that again. Excellent. Reach the arms out wide. And little pulse, thumbs up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Your arms burning? Yeah. Shoulders burning? Mine are. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip the palms down. Pulse it out. Pulse. Pulse. Again, your pulse can be an inch. It can be a foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep the arms back behind you. Palms face back. Push, 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 push. Good. 8, 7. Keep the booty a little firm. Ribs pulled down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle the arms all the way up to the sky. Bend the elbows again. Tap the upper back. And then relax. Shake out the arms. Ooh. Whew. Okay, we'll come back to the legs. So come down to your forearms in that tabletop position. You can bring the block to the low back. If you do have a squishy ball, you can bring the squishy ball behind the knee. We'll start with the right leg. If you have the small weight that will fit behind the knee, you can do that. Whatever works for you. Again, keep the belly pulled in nice and tight. Square through the pelvis. And we're gonna focus on drawing your heel towards your bum. So you're squishing whatever's behind your knee, calf towards the bum, heel towards the bum. Squeeze in and release, squeeze in and release. 10, 9, 8. Gaze is down right between the forearms, nose to the earth. 2, 1, pulse it up. This time you're going to tap the knee to the earth, exhale, lift the heel to the sky. You can do that full range or you can make it a small pulse, up to you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap. Move the prop out of the way. We're coming back into the runner stretch. Take the right leg out in front. Take your time. Spill my whole jug of water all over the floor. This is why water bottles have lids on them. Good. And again, you can point the toes, flex the foot, wave the foot side to side. And then shift the weight forward into the low lunge. Okay, when you're ready to, again, back to the tabletop. Weight or ball behind the left knee this time. Down to the forearms. I'm very impressed that I'm still have the energy to be doing this. Got to celebrate these small wins, right? And again, we're going to lift the knee up and just focus on squeezing the calf back towards the ball, towards the thigh, whatever's behind the knee. In and out action. Small movement. Pull the belly in. Nose pointing down. Good. Now that lift, you can hover the knee and lift. Two and 1. Yes, getting challenging. Woo. And we'll swing that left leg out in front. Nice yoga breaths, nice stretch. And then shift the weight forward, low lunge. Excellent. Take your weight back. Come into a full plank position now. Hands forward, shoulders over the wrists. If full plank doesn't work for you, keep your knees on the ground. That's totally fine. If you're ready for it, curl the toes under. Exhale, lift the backs of the knees. We want to feel like we're pulling the feet in towards each other. You can use the ball, again, squishy ball or block or blanket between the inner thighs, and then lift the knees. From here, let's shift the weight forward and back. Forward and back. Again, that stretch the calves we did at the very beginning of the practice. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Knees down, child's pose.
Coming back, knee plank or full plank. I prefer you keep the knees on the earth. Most people aren't strong enough to do this with the knees off the ground, which is why a lot of people end up getting injuries in vinyasa or flow practice, because they don't quite have the strength to support doing a proper or a full expression of chaturanga. So we're gonna come forward, knees to the earth again, tricep push-up. You're gonna go as low as you can go. Inhale, exhale, straighten the arms. Do as many of these as you can, maintaining neutral posture through the body. Child's pose when you're done. Belly tight. Keep the elbows tight to the body. Head is lifted. Good. Shift your weight back to a child's pose when you're done. And then we're going to pull and peel ourselves all the way down to the belly and reach the arms as far as you can in front, legs nice and straight. Chin is tucked, forehead down. Press down through the pubic bone to firm your bum. And with an exhale, lift your legs up off the floor, squeeze your bum. And then lower down. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna lift, squeeze your booty, lift the legs, and then lower down. Let's see if we can do 10. Good, now stay lifted through the legs, hover the chest, the head, now lift the arms. Lower the arms, the chest, the head, keep the legs lifted. Exhale, upper body lift and lower. Two, and one, lower everything down, relax. You can shake out through your hips, sway side to side, squeeze your booty, relax your booty. And we're nearing the very last few movements. Again, you're gonna press down through the pubic bone to squeeze your bum, lift your leg, lift your chest, lift your arms all at the same time, and then relax. Exhale, lift, and then relax. And again, let's see if you can do about 8 to 10. With control, slow and steady. Three, 2, and 1. Hold it at 1, hold it at 1. Sweep the arms all the way around again. Bend your elbows, hands to the low back, reach the elbows forward, squeeze the elbows back, lift the hands, and circle the arms around. Do that again a few times. Let's see if we can do 4. Good, and relax, you did it. Beautiful. In any way that's available to you, make your way onto your back. Knees bent or feet flat. Bring the hands back onto the ribs, onto the body. Coming back to those big, full conscious breaths. We don't think about the process of taking a deep breath or how much work is actually going on behind the surface. It's not just the lungs that are working. We've got the diaphragm, the pelvic floor, the multifidus, the muscle that runs along the spine. So coming back to the frequency of gratitude for how many different things have to happen to take these deep breaths, to create the foundation, the support that the body needs to be able to activate the muscles, to lift, to move. Just soaking in this appreciation, this gratitude for your body, for all the things that are just beneath the surface of your skin, and the miracle that it is to be alive. Big full body breaths. And straighten the right leg and hug the left knee to your chest. And then twist the left knee over to the right side. Take a few breaths here. Slowly coming back to neutral before you switch legs. And hug the right knee up and then over to the left side. And into your resting position, your integration position, Shavasana. Using any props to support any part of your body that would like some extra cushioning. Finding that place where you feel content. You can allow yourself just to surrender into your practice, into your home, your body. And again, in speaking to the body, if there's a statement you'd like to say to your body of appreciation, of gratitude, acknowledgement, just whispering that or saying it in your head over and over like a mantra. And for me today, it's I honor my body, I honor you. And feel free to rest in that space as long as you'd like and soak in all that love and appreciation. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I'm so happy I've been able to do this practice. Really grateful to my body. Wishing you all a wonderful day and sending you so much love. Namaste.